It's perfect, Shelley whispered, leaning against a glass wall that slid open onto her balcony. She lived in the tallest skyscraper in London, and the yellow lights of the city twinkled behind her. The sun had set hours ago, and muffled sounds of traffic could be heard in the distance. Shelley was squinting at the shadowy shape looming in front of her. She could only make out a few jagged edges, but she already knew how big it was. She'd been working on it for 4 years, and she could barely wait any longer. Ricardo fumbled around with a few cables that lay on the floor. "Ready?" he said excitedly. Shelley pressed a glowing button on her watch, took a sharp breath in, and watched a greenish pool of light spread slowly across the room as the CyberOak blinked into life. It was a gigantic tree, but there wasn't so much as a twig's worth of wood in it. From the base of its trunk to the tips of its leaves, it was made entirely of metal, glass, and plastic. Small cables ran up it, disappearing like veins into the branches. It was alive with short pulses of light. Shelley walked around her masterpiece. It looked the same from every angle. Each leaf was indistinguishable from the next. Every branch was identical. The leaves swayed slowly back and forth in time with each other. As they moved, Shelley caught a glimpse of the cameras inside. They were tiny. "It's stunning." Shelley's fingers tingled. The CyberOak was the next piece in her puzzle. She already owned FaceSpace, which everyone used to search the web and talk to their friends, not to mention the largest shop in the world, the Shelley shop. But parks and green spaces, beautiful public spaces made for everyone to enjoy, had always been out of reach. Until now, anyway. Whenever there was a glimmer of sunshine, people flocked outside in groups. Shelley didn't understand why. Parks were muddy, flowers were boring, and there was nowhere to plug in a laptop. Worst of all, parks had no internet. "Once these trees are deployed, we'll be able to watch people all the time. We'll be able to hear their secret conversations and see what they're doing. We'll even be able to smell them." Shelley clasped her hands together. "Yes, but just imagine how powerful I'll be when we have all that data," Shelley continued. "In fact, why wait any longer? It's time to launch." Ricardo's eyes widened. Really, Shelley? What about the test results? Won't people in Wembley kick up a fuss? Because the CyberOaks will destroy local wildlife and they create so much pollution. No one will care about that. Not when we're giving them Wi-Fi. Shelley looked like she was swatting a fly as she spoke.